I don't care if it's being recorded.
Good morning, everybody. You are listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair, and we are doing the Friday Buzz today. And I'm your co-host, Nicole Passero. Our lovely host is not here in the studio today, but she is on Zoom.
In our hearts.
They nerfed me. I'm too strong.
Exactly. She's a warrior over there.
Rar.
Have our newscaster Roxanne, our segment host Danny, and our sportscaster Ben.
Yo.
Yeah, so we are excited to start this
We have
show.
a lot of news today.
A lot of news.
A lot of news. You're going to be so informed, your brain's just going to start swelling with knowledge.
Exactly. Crazy.
So
Well,
much stuff.
Let's start with our newscast.
I'm Roxanne Griffin, and this is WMSC News. Top story today: a suspected Chinese surveillance balloon has been spotted over the state of Montana. The balloon was flying over 3 nuclear missile silo fields. Officials have decided not to shoot it down in order to avoid hurting civilians. In national news, Texans endure winter storms and are left with no power or heat. Austin, Texas, and the surrounding areas are feeling the effects of a recent snowstorm. The damage done to power lines and trees has been compared to damage done by tornadoes. Residents are frustrated with the county's response time to this disaster, and road conditions have been blamed for 10 traffic deaths in Texas, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. In local news, Eunice Dwumfor, a 30-year-old Sayreville councilwoman, was found shot and killed in a car Wednesday night. She was found in a white SUV in the area of Samuel Circle, Camelot, at the La Mer luxury rental community at about 7:20 p.m. Witnesses have stated that they heard 6 shots ring out Wednesday night and saw her SUV roll down a hill in the townhouse development. It stopped after hitting multiple parked vehicles. No potential suspects have been identified. And now for some weather. It is 25 degrees this morning, so make sure to bundle up today. Today we have a high of 34 and a low of 10. Expect some sunny skies all day and some strong winds from 1 to 4.
Thank you for that
Back
lovely
to you, Nicole.
newscast.
Strong winds just from 1 to 4. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah,
I believe you.
the wind this morning coming here was absolutely crazy.
Oh, it was brutal.
Yeah,
was
and
not
my
fun.
hair was just getting blown away. It wasn't fun. But yeah. And now, Ben, do we have a sportscast to get to?
I think so. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ben Tomaszewski, and I'm going to be updating you on some sports. Starting with basketball, the New York Knicks hosted the Miami Heat at Madison Square Garden Thursday night. The Knicks pull out a narrow 106-104 victory and look to defend home court again tomorrow against the Los Angeles Clippers. The Brooklyn Nets head off on Thursday night, but tomorrow they begin a 5-game homestand against the Washington Wizards. LeBron James is closing in on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record with less than 100 points to go before he takes the number 1 spot. The projection for when he is going to break the record is on Tuesday at home against the Oklahoma City Thunder, where tickets are as high as $92,000 to witness history. The NBA's trade deadline is coming up this Thursday, so I hope that next Friday we can talk some trades. Since it's All-Star weekend, there's no hockey to talk about for today, but the Rangers, Devils, and Islanders are all back in action Monday night. The NFL's Pro Bowl is happening this weekend as well, which includes many events such as the Best Catch finale, kick-tack-toe, a flag football game, and many more. Some of the games actually took place last night, and the finales for those will be on Sunday. Have a great weekend. Back to you, Nicole.
Oh yeah, we love a nice sportscast from Ben. And
Ben's sportscast scratched like a nice little itch in my brain.
they do.
Thank you,
They're
Lara.
nice and satisfying.
They do. I'm just like, wow, I'm so knowledged right now.
Exactly. We're so knowledge on sports. So thank you for educating us about the new sports updates from this week.
Of course.
So we all know how Nicole might have flown away this morning because of that wind.
I did. I'm a boy this morning.
Nice segue.
Well, good thing, because China is looking into a report of spy balloons over the US. This morning, China said it was looking into reports that a Chinese spy balloon has been flying in the US airspace over sensitive sites, a discovery that further strained already tense relations between Beijing and Washington. Foreign missionary spokesperson Mao Ning said China has, quote, no intention of violating the territory and airspace of any sovereign country, and urged to calm while the facts were established. The Defense Department is also looking into the Chinese spy balloon has been spotted and has been drifting over the Pentagon. Officials have considered shooting it down. The decision to not shoot the balloon down was made because of concerns that debris could injure Americans on the ground or other property. The balloon was over Montana until it came over to the Pentagon. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. When I heard this story, I'm just like, a balloon?
Yeah, I
That's
read
so
this and I was like, what? This is
Okay,
You got latex, you know.
I saw the
So I was-
comments. They're like, pop it.
wait, I just want to take a little pin and just so you know that one balloon from Phineas and Ferb, Balloony.
Balloony.
Yeah,
Balloon?
Balloony. Yeah, Dr. Doof's balloon, like Balloony.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
That
Oh
ga-
God.
that connection just went, go girl, give us nothing. But
I literally just looked it up and I memories.
it's okay. It's okay. But I don't know. This is really interesting because for China saying they have no intention to violate the territory, but it just happened to
While they're
float
doing
right
it.
past the Pentagon. Okay, also, what were their intentions with just releasing a balloon and not expecting the US to get all up in arms about it?
Yeah, like what was the goal of this?
Yeah,
just-
we
I don't-
we get frustrated over nothing. Why like
Like now we're getting frustrated over balloon. Like this is, I don't know. This is silly. This is silly to me.
I want to know how they made this said balloon, because for it to be spying or tracking, I just want to know how that's going to work. Is there a GoPro on it? I want to know.
Oh my gosh, imagine that. I don't know. I just
Listen,
I'm
we're
trying
asking
to
you
imagine
important
it in my
questions.
brain and I can't like envision it.
I wish there was a photo of it because oh no, there
There
is.
are
It's like
pictures
a
of it.
big, it's like a white balloon. Oh, that was me. I didn't have this site muted, so I'm like, what's that sound? But no, it's like this decently sized white balloon with no string, so you can't hold it. And it just has like these little like dots on it, I guess. And I guess those are the surveillance things that are used to track.
That's
Also,
I
interesting.
guess, yeah.
I kind
How
of
big
wish
is
they
it?
shot it down because we'd have more information about it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
how big is this balloon? Like
Looks
But if we
decently
did
big.
shoot it down, would that cause a problem?
Probably, definitely.
yeah,
Especially if it is actually from China. That would
Mhm.
be very bad.
You know, it said
I
it was.
think. I mean,
just causing chaos.
yeah.
I think so too. I'm kind of glad it wasn't shot down, but for my own curiosity, I'm glad it. You know, that's just me. I'm
Imagine,
just.
like walking like down the street and you look up and you just see like a huge balloon.
Dude, it looks like the moon almost.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. It looks like
Crazy.
someone just recorded the moon for a minute and a half.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild. No, it looks like. No, you're so right. It just looks like the moon is just sitting up in the sky, not a care in the world. It doesn't even look like a balloon. Like, you know, how balloons are kind of like, they kind of got that oval shape going on.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, no, this is just round. It's just a big old circle.
It's like a moon balloon. That rhymes.
Moon balloon.
A moon
And
balloon.
you take the moon and you take the moon.
I know, like there's so many little kids that like when they're younger, they have like a balloon on like their birthday, and then they somehow it just gets untied and just goes up in the air, and then they cry.
And then you see a
I-
balloon floating in the
Yeah,
wind.
then
You're
you
like,
see
where'd
a
that come from?
I remember when I was 3, I was holding the Shrek balloon that my mom got for me, and I accidentally let
Shrek?
it go. Yes, Shrek. We're actually gonna talk about
We're
Shrek
gonna
very
talk
later
about
on the
Shrek.
show.
Shrek the Halls.
Hey, yo.
Shrek the Hall.
But no, it was a Shrek balloon, and I was actually like kind of sad that like I just let it go. He had to go to the moon.
Yeah.
He had to go visit. He had to go
visit.
visit Vector on the moon.
He-
I'm just connecting all the DreamWorks universes today. It's okay.
yeah, definitely. Well,
But yeah,
yeah, moving on to another story. House GOP votes to oust Democrat Omar from major committee. The Republican-led House voted after raucous debated to oust Democratic Rep. Ilhan Omar from the chamber's Foreign Affairs Committee, citing her anti-Israel comments over incendiary remarks. House Speaker Kevin McCarthy was able to solidify Republicans to take action against a Somali-born Muslim in the new Congress, although some GOP lawmakers had expressed reservations. Removal of lawmakers from House committees was essentially unprecedented until the Democratic ousters 2 years ago of hard-right Republican reps Marjorie Taylor Greene of Georgia and Paul Gauser of Arizona. The 218 to 211 vote along party lines came after a heated, voices-raised debate in which Democrats accused the GOP of going after Omar based on her race. Omar, who has apologized for 2019 remarks widely seen as anti-Semitic, defended herself on the House floor, asking if anyone was surprised she was being targeted. Democratic colleagues hugged her during the vote.
I don't know what's
I
I
don't
don't know what's
know.
more surprising, the fact that she got kicked out, or the fact that the Republicans were able to organize enough to do something.
Yeah.
That cracked me up. This is giving me very much a he said, she said kind of vibe.
It gives me also like apology video vibes from like YouTube.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so sorry for doing what I did.
Cancel apology video.
Again, it's very much a he said kind of she said kind of vibe. I don't really know. I know some of the story. I don't know the whole story. I've actually never heard of this person until this story. But
Yeah,
you know
same.
what?
Yeah, me either.
That's the beauty about the news. Things just pop up every day, and that we have to educate ourselves on it.
Exactly.
But
something
I
new
mean,
every day to learn.
if she had said those things, I mean, that's obviously wrong. And again, very much YouTuber apology video, and she's getting the consequences. But I'm also kind of shocked that the Republicans have done something about it. Like,
Surprised
oh,
they
you
were able to
care?
actually get votes.
No, genuinely. Oh, you care about something that you are voting for. Oh my God, you got the organization and the willpower to do something about it. That's absolutely crazy.
Exactly.
I don't know. It's just very odd. I wasn't expecting this.
Yeah, it's just an interesting story that
It's something to talk about, though, you know?
yeah.
Because it's like,
Definitely.
oh,
Just like I don't know, like it just seems very, she is getting the consequences, but like she wasn't surprised she was the target. Like, we live in America here and things happen.
they do. But I want to know if the things she actually said, they probably were true. That's the thing. We don't know. And I don't know if we have any evidence to go off of this where she has said some things like this, and that, it's obviously not right
Yeah.
for her to say these things. And if she has said these things and it's true, I mean, it's good that she's getting the consequences. But in reality, is this just Republicans trying to attack the Democrats on something that didn't happen?
Yeah, it's like I feel like we need more proof to see, is this true? Did she really say all of these things? Because
And
it
plus,
could be just parties going after each other.
We've been seeing parties going after each
I
other
found
for a
what she
long
said.
time.
Oh yeah.
If we're interested in knowing what she said that got her banned.
Do you know? I don't want to know what exactly she said. I just want to know where she said it.
I think Twitter.
Oh, so
Which
it's in writing.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. I mean, if it's in writing, then she kind of had what she was coming. So that's just my opinion. We are going to, look at that. I think we're taking a little break.
Yes, let's go on a little break. And
also, Nicole's first time on board. A little round of applause for Nicole. She's doing great.
Thank you. Well, it's not even nervous, we're doing it.
Yeah, Nicole.
Well, we are going to go on break and stay tuned. You are listening to Are listening to The Morning Buzz here at WMSC Upper Montclair. And we have discussed a lot of stories so far here, and we have another outbreak that's going on, I think, Lara, right?
We do, and it's just making me not see things correctly because eye drops have been recalled in the US after a drug-resistant bacteria outbreak. US health officials said a company is recalling its over-the-counter eye drops that have been linked to an outbreak of drug-resistant infections. The Centers of Disease Control and Prevention this week sent a health alert to doctors, saying the outbreak included at least 55 people in 12 states. One died and at least 5 others had permanent vision loss. Many said they had used the product, which is a lubricant used to treat irritation and dryness. Eye drops are sold under the name Rizicare and is made in India by Global Pharma Healthcare. The FDA said the company recalled unexpired lots of the eye drops and another product, Desmopharm Artificial Tears. The FDA recommended the recall based on the manufacturing problems, including a lack of testing and proper controls in the packaging. The agency also blocked imports into the United States. Again, very interesting. I'll be honest, I find almost anything interesting. I'm a Gemini rising, so I just want to take all the information I can. But I don't know why recalls, they get me sometimes because I'm kind of like, how do they know? How do they know so well? Or they're like, oh my God, we have to take all these back and we've just you can't use them.
Yeah,
I guess I don't know. I just find it really interesting because it's whoa. I mean, I hope these people that unfortunately have experienced some vision loss are okay because that probably is absolutely awful.
That's crazy that vision loss even happened. I have really bad eyesight and I wear glasses and I also wear contacts whenever I'm not, right now I'm wearing my contacts, but I just can't imagine getting eye drops and then losing my vision from that. I think that's absolutely crazy. And
the one person
Yeah.
died.
it's sad that
Yeah.
someone died too based on that.
I was
Just
gonna
one of
mention
them.
the lack of testing. How do you not test something like that?
Exactly. We need
Sorry, you go, Queen.
I was just saying, I feel like they should have tested this, and it's just a lack of science here in this.
That's the thing, though. It's not an American product, so I just think there hasn't been a lot of testing that has got put into it. Like it said, it's made in India by a different kind of pharmaceutical healthcare company.
Yeah.
So I guess it does make sense. I guess India that specific company didn't test that much, and it's interesting how these came to the U.S. and now they're like, oh, well, you can't use it anymore. And I don't know about in the US, but I think we do a decent amount of testing just to make sure our product is safe and has to be approved by the FDA. And I think a lot more countries should be taking those precautions and making sure this product is safe to use, because I think nowadays there's so much information about different products.
Oh, definitely.
And you should know what you're putting into your body or what you're taking or what you're using, because unfortunately there's products that aren't that safe.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The St. Ives scrub. Don't use the St. Ives scrub. Okay. Sorry. I have a personal vendetta against St. Ives.
Really?
Yeah. The apricot scrub.
Mm.
I'm sorry. No, they've tested and everything. It's just not good for your skin. It just makes me angry.
I know. This also happened, I think, 2 weeks ago. I know Morphe got sued for their eyeshadows, and it just kind of reminds me of that. We need to test these products before we actually put it on ourselves, because we don't want this to happen, vision loss, people dying. It's just something that we need to take extra precautions in order to avoid all these issues.
I agree with you, Queen. It looks like we're gonna speed right by into our next story.
I think we are
there
going
should
to
be an
speed
easy
right
transition.
by into our next story, because Easy Pass will have to check customer accounts before issuing violations under new New Jersey law, a phrase often growled by Easy Pass users who get a violation notice in the mail. Quote, "Why don't they check my expletive Easy Pass account?" is now state law. Officials at the state's 3 major toll roads will have to check their records first to make sure an alleged toll violator has an Easy Pass account that should have been charged before issuing a toll violation notice. If they do, the account is to be charged for the toll minus the annoying $50 administrative fee as long as the account is in good standing. The measure, which Governor Phil Murphy signed into law, covers the Turnpike Authority, which runs the New Jersey Turnpike and Garden State Parkway, and the South Jersey Transportation Authority, which operates the Atlantic City Expressway.
I'm gonna be so
Awesome.
transparent with you guys because whenever I go through a toll, it says go toll unpaid. And it's been saying that for about a year, and I just don't know what that means.
See, tolls confuse me, but I know I'm from Staten Island, Staten Island. We love my little hometown. But Staten Island is 45 minutes away from Montclair, and to get to Montclair, I have to go through 2 tolls. I think it's the New Jersey Turnpike, and there's one by MetLife Stadium. I don't know what it's called, but it's over there. I don't really know how this is going to work. Like, I just want to know, okay, they're checking accounts, but are they checking accounts as you pass through the toll
No.
or before?
It's probably if you pass through,
Yeah.
they check and then bill you after.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
mailed
That-
letters
yeah.
to your house. or
Check
something.
accounts like that would cause
No.
so much traffic, which would
Yeah.
be
People
absolutely
just speed right through the
ridiculous.
Easy Pass. Like they're not gonna stop and be like, hold up.
Yeah, it's like, hold up, you don't have an account.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they don't do
Stop.
that anyway. Like when you go through, they don't stop. They just
Yeah.
let you go through, and then
Okay.
either you get charged or you don't.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I don't okay, here's the thing about the whole easy. There was a while ago, there was a story about people only having Easy Pass on highways and getting rid of the full service tolls and like the exact change ones.
Which I
But do
think
you
would be
guys
awesome.
but do you guys think that's a good thing or a bad thing?
Yes.
I think it's a good thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
Because
I think
who has change? Who has exact change?
here, hold on. I do.
Lara,
I
Oh,
have
no.
exact
get her
change.
exact
So
Oh, no.
I have this jar filled with coins. So I single-handedly caused the coins shortage.
Lara, is that
Wait.
like from your old piggy bank when you were younger?
No, I never had a piggy. Well, have I had a piggy bank? No, I started just hoarding these.
Oh, that's so sad.
Wait, I have the exact amount too. As of right now, I have
you like wrote it
$23.
down?
I have $23.61.
Good for you.
Thank
Making
you.
bank off of the coins? We
Me
love
going to the full the exact change, just dropping my
that.
coins
No,
in.
I usually never pay with exact change, but there was one time, I don't know why, I had so much change. I think it was because I used to have a piggy bank when I was younger, and I think like 3 years ago, my dad took my piggy bank and he like took it out, and so now it's in my wallet, and I had all this change, and I did pay. I think I got like an acai bowl with exact change.
Not the acai bowl.
I love acai bowls. We
Are you
love
a playa girly?
So in Staten Island, they just put a playa bowls, and I love it. But do you guys ever hear Buy Bar?
No.
No.
Staten Island
No.
things. Anyway,
Staten Island. Straight out of Staten Island.
straight out of Staten Island. But
Okay, but back to the the
Back-
toll thing.
back to the Easy Pass. Yeah.
Back to the Easy Pass. I very when I come to the going to strictly Easy Pass, I think it's good, sure. But at the same time, with the full service tolls, I feel like you're getting rid of jobs that people have.
That's true also. Mhm.
Mm.
So it's more like yeah, we get to do everything electronically now. But at the same time, it's like you're getting rid of people's jobs that they need to live.
Yeah, people make a living off of that too.
I don't remember. I read something in one of my classes. I don't remember what it was, the name of it, what it was called, but a lot of this technology in our world today is taking away people's jobs. And I
Mhm.
So
think-
AI,
yeah,
artificial
oh,
intelligence. We're gonna be
that
talking
was-
about that later.
yeah,
as well.
yeah, that was crazy. But it's just, I feel like I don't know what this world like in the future, and like let's say 40 years from now, are we even gonna have tolls? Like, what is that gonna look like?
Are we even gonna be alive because global warming?
Yeah, like climate change. Like, I don't know. Like, is Easy Pass still gonna even be a thing? But we don't know what the future holds for us. And it's
Is
just-
the United States still gonna be?
oh my goodness.
No.
Sorry,
Imagine
we're thinking
not living.
existential. we're not, as Paris Hilton would say, sliving, which is slang and living.
Flying and living. Yes,
We're just living right
Living.
now. I want to sliv. We're just living. But again, the whole Easy Pass thing, we're just have to wait and see what happens, because if like Phil Murphy actually does sign something that gets rid of all full service tolls, that would be really interesting to talk about.
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be insane if that happened. You know,
I agree. Yeah.
but we are gonna go on a short break here on the Morning Buzz and tune in.
Mute yourself.
I was on muted, but we are good.
Sorry, Facebook.
Sorry, Facebook.
Sorry, metamates.
But
And me.
yeah, but Zoom is crazy. Anyways,
Love Zoom.
we're
Not
gonna
really.
go talk about Governor Murphy.
Murph. So a bill boosting New Jersey temp workers has headed to Murphy's desk. Again. Not once, but twice or 3 times. We'll find out.
Yeah.
A controversial temporary worker bill of rights that would beef up job protections for nearly 127,000 people in New Jersey took a big step forward. The state Senate passed it by a vote of 21 to 16, sending the proposed law to the desk of Governor Phil Murphy. Again, if the bill does become a law, it would ensure that temporary workers have equal compensation with regular staff members, improve transparency and record-keeping requirements, eliminate excessive fees charged by temp agencies, and roll out an anti-relation measures for workers who complain about safety or wage violations. The bill has seen vocal criticism from business groups and the temp agency industry, who have argued that it would be a huge drain on businesses, potentially impacting the number of billable jobs, and could force temp agencies to move to other states due to increased costs. Again, this is kind of we're just going to see what happens until something happens kind of a story. It's like on one hand you have this, but on the other hand you have this. Is it good for temp workers? Yes, absolutely. But is it also not that great for businesses? Yes. So it's really just one or the other. And I guess it is really up to Murphy to pass this, because I mean, if it's appearing on his desk again, there's probably a reason why it hasn't been passed already. And I think what's holding him back into signing it into a law is because of the drain it would have on the businesses.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a lot. That was a lot of wording.
That was a lot of wording and information all at once.
But yeah, again, I guess we'll have to see what happens. We'll see if Murphy gets rid of the full service tolls, and we'll see if Murphy signs the Worker Bill of Rights into New Jersey's law.
There's a lot of signing stuff happening right now, but we just don't know. We'll have to see in the future.
Murphy's a busy man.
He is a busy man. He's got a lot of things going on, a lot of things to do, and he's got a lot of decisions to make. Is he gonna sign it or is he not? Like, what?
I know. It's like a stay tuned kind of a thing.
Stay tuned. Like we just don't know. It's kind of like
we'll update you guys. We will update you guys though.
We will update you guys on what actually does happen. But speaking in other news, Montclair State's Board of Trustees approved $1.5 million for repairs in Williams Hall. A resolution has come for December's flooding in Williams Hall, a residence hall in the village. The Board of Trustees Audit, Finance, and Development Committee read a resolution for $1.5 million for the reconstruction of Williams Hall, which was approved. For those who don't know, Williams Hall, a residence in the village, a pipe burst over winter break, and many students received an email that most of their stuff has been damaged. The resolution was approved.
Okay, I gotta say, there's something up with our residence halls here at Montclair State.
Yeah. What is happening? Also,
okay,
I feel bad for the people that live there. Like, most of their stuff got damaged over winter break. That's crazy.
Yep, and I think you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they've gotten moved out of Williams and they're living somewhere else. I don't know where they're residing right now.
Yes, that's true.
Thank you,
That's true. I
Victor.
have friends
Hi,
in
Victor.
Williams who, had to move to Freeman, to Bone, to Denali, to everywhere. And they were supposed to come back to the residence hall on Sunday, but they just got extended because they haven't, finished the construction and the fixing and everything. So they're gonna stay in those residence halls for a while until Williams Hall is fixed.
What's really driving me up the wall? Thank you, Victor, by the way. What's really driving me up the wall about this is that, you've now decided to approve something.
Yeah.
I guess they had to wait for the meeting of Board of Trustees because in my brain, I guess they happen every month or so or whatever. But at the same time, it's like you didn't take definitive action to get anything approved so the hall can get fixed and then students can slowly start moving back in.
I knew this happened. I didn't know what was being done about it. And recently, now that I think about it, I live in Bone Hall and there has been a lot of people moving in. I've seen a lot of the red moving carts coming in, and I was confused on why, it's like middle of spring semester, why are people moving in? And I guess it's because of this.
That's why.
Now I connecting the dots.
Good thing you're on the morning bus, Nicole.
Exactly. See, the morning bells helps me be informed about what's going on in the world, on campus, just anything you could think of. It's just a knowledgeable show.
But I gotta bring it back to what happened in Hawks Crossings about fall 2021, where there were bugs and bees and wasps it was either in the mailboxes or it was in their halls. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I would have cried. I would have flipped out. I'm not an insect person.
For me, it would have been once I would have been okay, that's a bug, cool. And then if it happened a second time, I'd be what? I would start getting very confused. And then if it happened after that, I would just start getting increasingly concerned.
I know our neighbors. I resided in Hawks, but I know our neighbors have seen some roaches in their rooms and all that, and that just sucks because I don't know. I remember they had the exterminator come in from campus and all that, but I know Hawks buildings are a little bit older. They were built, I think, around 1970-ish. But at the same time, I was just thinking, you're not. What are we do? What definitive action are we taking to prevent these things from happening to students?
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Because
we need to start taking more action so it stops happening again. Because this is, I feel like it's just things are all honestly constantly happening in residence halls. Like last semester in Bone, there were roaches everywhere, like in the bathrooms and people's halls. Like one of my friends, that she found a roach on her bed. Yeah,
Oh no.
it wasn't pretty. And now this with the whole pipe
There-
bursting, that's
there was-
crazy.
also mold in Blanton, I'm pretty sure.
Really?
Yeah. It's just like when does this stop? Because I know
When's it
our
gonna
residence
end?
halls, like I know they're a little bit older, some are newer than others, but some are still old. But at the same time, it's like, what are we doing to fix this?
Yeah, over in Denali, we don't get bugs, we just get fires.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's very true story. For those who don't know, who are not residing on campus, Denala's fire alarm goes off at least a dozen times
All the
in
Yeah.
a semester.
All the time.
It was on fire fall of 2021, though, a small portion of it.
Yeah, I remember now they have this, I think it's like a course on Canvas where you're supposed to take it. I took it and they actually show like the Denalo fire, and it's crazy to think that actually happened. And it's just
For
how much
those-
we need to take
It
precautions.
happened in my part of Denali too. It was like across from me or whatever.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know the exact room number. It was in my hall. Yeah.
That's wild. But for those who are residents, that fire safety is due today. So please, if you are, make sure to
Is
get on
it
top of
actually
that.
due today?
It is due today.
That's crazy. Nice. Yeah, I did it over winter break, so I wouldn't have to be bothered during the semester. So I wasn't paying attention to
Look at
these things.
Nicole.
Yeah.
You go, Queen.
Yeah, we got ahead. We had to get ahead, you know?
We did. But I think it's a good time to move on to more Montclair State news,
Yeah.
because Montclair State University announces a 1 million grant to develop Patterson 1 square mile initiative. So Montclair State announced at a press conference that it received a 1 million commitment from the Geraldine R. Dodge Foundation to develop 1 square mile, which is a comprehensive initiative designed to aid the city of Patterson's community of development efforts. The grant will be administered over 2 years and was announced at Patterson's Eastside High School, which will serve as a center point of 1 square mile of the university coordinated efforts aimed at advancing community aspirations. To begin the initiative, Montclair will work with Patterson Public Schools to transform Eastside High School into a university-assisted community school. University and community resources will be organized around student success, with Eastside serving as the hub. In addition to normal academic offerings, it will provide services including free healthy meals, healthcare, academic support, interventions, mental health counseling, and referral services, and other tailored services before, during, and after school for both students and families. Look at Montclair State. Listen, our residence halls aren't that good, but look at us doing other good everywhere else.
Doing stuff for the
Exactly.
community sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's because I live like about 5 to 10 minutes from Patterson. I know exactly what high school they're talking about. I don't think I've ever been there because that's a little iffy side of the city. But I'm really glad that Montclair State has this relationship with Patterson, because I remember back in December they donated some money to improve a park, which is absolutely really awesome, and have this baseball connection. Again, I'll spare you the details because it's been a while. But it's really good to see the university doing some good to help other communities.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like they're having a lot of connections with other schools, like with Bloomingdale College and now Patterson. I think it's great that we're expanding and we're helping out other schools as well.
But like this I don't really have a problem with because it's really good. But the Bloomfield College merge, I also think it's really good. But at the same time, I think to myself, you have a lot to fix at Montclair State. Why are we merged? I know we're merging. I think it's a great opportunity. I think it's a great opportunity. I'm glad we are doing it. But at the same time, when you just take a step back and look at everything, it's like, what could be improved at Montclair State? Because I have a list. I have a list.
She's got a
just-
laundry list.
Talls.
You want to hear some of the okay, you guys are no stranger to me critiquing our school. Again, love our school. I think it's great. I'm very happy to be here, and I would just like to say that these are just my personal opinions. But there's always room for improvement.
That's what I say. There's always room for improvement, and I feel like Montclair is very okay. So what's the next step to keep expanding the school? And I think it's great that they want to keep expanding the school. It's just we need to take a step back and reflect on, okay, what do we have now and how can we improve it? And then we can expand the school.
Yeah, we should improve what we have already without looking, to
Exactly.
create add
Like
new stuff to
parking.
it, yeah.
Parking. Yeah, there's a lot of, I feel like it's a lot of small things that, yeah, they're constantly being brought up, but parking, residential, and there's so
But
much
it's
more.
small. It's small things that just keep adding up,
Yeah,
which
and
is
they're
which is
not doing much about it. And
which is like kind of like the worst part. Also, would like to add the whole workday funding to transfer a banner, which is what we use now to register, into workday in about 5 years. And they've invested a lot of money into it. It's not going to come out for another 5 years. It's funny because I was talking to one of my advisors, not one of them, but like somebody in the advising realm.
yeah.
He's absolutely great. But he was saying something like, I feel like registration could be a lot easier. We can still use banner, but at the same time, just divide everything up into sections. Like take 7 a.m. like your grad students and 9 a.m. the other half of your grad students. Like you separate it. Like it's never going to be fair to register, but you might as well make it easier so the server doesn't crash like it always does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
It
again,
does
good
it every
for
semester. It's like they don't I don't know if they try to fix it or not, but
it's so frustrating.
It is. I literally, since I'm a freshman, I had to register last semester and it was crazy because also, I mean, my issue was also because my advisor gave me the wrong pin, so I couldn't register my classes until the day after. And now my classes, like I'm glad I'm taking the classes I need to. It's just they're at such the most weirdest times, and I feel like there needs to be something done so the website isn't crashing and that we're not having all these issues where students are struggling to find their classes, find a time to take them.
And it sucks because they are doing something about it, but it's not going to come out for about 5 years.
Yeah, so I'll be graduated in 5 years.
we'll all
We'll
be
see.
out of here
We'll
by
see
then.
what happens.
You'll tune into the morning buzz to hear what happens.
In 5 years, I'm
Hopefully.
still.
We'll come back just for one special episode on that.
No, I didn't.
Hopefully. But we do have one last story to get to.
And this one is about Groundhog Day in Essex County. See 2023 predictions from Edwina. Although many of us are
Punxsutawney.
Yeah, I cannot say that. Punxsutawney Phil stands here at WMSC. We wanted to show some love to our very own Essex County groundhog at the Turtlebag Zoo in West Orange. Essex Edwina has seen her shadow yesterday, so bundle up, Essex County. The winter cold will continue for another 6 weeks. Essex County typically adds a twist to the annual tradition, asking the resident groundhog at the zoo to predict a winner of the big game too. This year, Edwina, who took over duties from the late Essex Ed in 2022, has predicted that the Philadelphia Eagles will defeat the Kansas City Chiefs.
Go Birds.
How does the groundhog predict the big
Like,
game?
how
do you do that?
Magic.
No.
Magic.
Like, do they put like 2 pictures and they walk over to the one that
That's my assumption.
Yeah.
I'm living for
like
it though.
put treats on both of them. Just see which one walks over to.
I'm just sad we're getting winter for another 6 weeks.
I know, I've had enough of this winter thing.
Like I just need spring. Like come on, like it's February and no, it's just the groundhog says no. I know.
I'm kind of the minority here because I've been learning to enjoy winter a little bit more because
Really? How?
Yeah.
Please tell
So
me. I can never enjoy it.
Clothes. I've been layering and it's been so much fun just like layering clothes. It makes it so much better.
Bad. I had on like 2 hoods, so like I was like, oh, this isn't that bad. But then the wind kicked in, and I was like, okay,
Yeah,
it's really
it's
bad.
not bad until the
the
wind begins to pick up.
Yeah, no, and Montclair wind is absolutely insane.
No, it's
Don't
awful.
get me started on Montclair wind
No.
because you
No.
know
If
this
I could
university
change one
owes
thing about
me.
Montclair.
They owe you an umbrella.
They don't owe me a umbrella. They owe me at least 3 umbrellas.
Yeah, no, the wind. No, like this morning, I was getting pushed physically by the wind. It was
This morning, walking
amazing.
out of Denalo, yeah, I could like hear it like whistling outside. It sounded like it was like it's kind of like apocalyptic. Like it was horrible.
I remember this literally this morning. I woke up at like 4 a.m. and I heard someone knocking on the doors, and I was like, "What is that?" And now looking back, I think it was the wind because the wind. If you have the windows open, the wind will literally you can hear it like the doors banging, and it's just I don't want winter for another 6 weeks. Like,
Me
come
neither.
on.
I feel like the worst is yet to come.
Listen, the
We're just getting
groundhog's only
started.
like what 30% accurate or something like that. 40? Oh, it went up. Oh, okay.
Let's see.
But yeah, also
According
Phil
to
predicted
precedent is 100%. So you know.
There you go.
Phil predicted a long winter too. So
Yeah, let's see. Let's also see if the groundhog's right about the big game. Like, but we don't know what's gonna happen.
Go birds.
Yeah.
Go
uh,
birds.
I can't go birds. I'm
I'm
sorry.
from the Philly area. I have to go birds.
I'm not from the Philly area, so I can't go birds.
I have to go birds. I don't even like the Eagles, but I have to go birds.
That I respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Respect.
Of the two options, I gotta support it. I gotta. Okay, you know what, Victor? You are not hosting today.
Okay. Well, we are going to go on break and stay tuned for our segment.
Woo!
on the morning buzz, and it is time for our segment.
I can actually do my segment this time. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Wow.
so excited to hear.
Woo. Yeah. So title and development. This is Film Fridays. We're gonna be talking about movie news from the week because a lot of stuff happens during the week usually. So yeah, let's start, I guess. So first of all, Avatar 2 Electric Boogaloo is continuing its rise in the box office. It's currently the 10th highest grossing domestic release of all time, and with its $2.129 billion total gross, is currently the 4th highest grossing movie of all time, and it's outpacing the original, which actually at this point in its run had grossed nearly $20 million less. Do we think it deserves this?
No.
Oh, open the floor up. Open the floor up.
I'm so excited. to
Victor
open this
Victor looks
floor.
really excited right
Go,
now.
Victor, yes. I've
I
never
love
seen it, but
Avatar.
yes.
I'm not gonna lie. I love I know.
Please
it's kinda
explain to
corny,
me
the
why,
stories are
Victor.
corny and like, but the visuals are amazing. I like the stupid story. It's kind of fun. The blue people are amazing.
I couldn't tell you what the story. I couldn't even tell you what the story
I
is.
don't care what people say. I'm one of those 2.9 billion people, not billion people, $1 billion.
Billion
I
dollars,
paid,
yeah.
I paid $7 in Puerto Rico. Like I went to
Mhm.
see the movie. So yeah, I
Victor
paid
has done his part.
$7 in Puerto Rico?
yes.
I need to move to Puerto Rico.
I go to Puerto Rico, $7, and I
I-
get to see
I
my.
need
You
to
go
move
there
to
just
Puerto
to see
Rico.
movies? Like if a new movie comes out, you just go down there, see a movie, come back?
No. But if I have the chance to be in Puerto Rico and a movie comes out, I
Mhm.
prefer to go to Puerto Rico.
You got the strats.
Yeah. So I guess two-part question. First of all, do we think it deserves to be doing better than the first one?
I don't think
And
so.
second of all, do we think it deserves to be the 4th highest grossing movie of all time?
No. No. Listen,
I
okay,
didn't
I
watch
gotta
it, so I'm not an Avatar person, so I don't know.
I haven't watched
I
it
don't think
either.
so.
But here's the thing. I think the superior Avatar is The Last Airbender. Okay.
You mean
Mhm.
Avatar: The Last Airbender by M. Night Shyamalan?
Yes. Yes. No, the series by Nickelodeon is by far superior, in my
No,
opinion.
the live action remake with
Oh,
the
no.
guy.
No, stop
by
it.
M. Night
Uh-uh.
You're
Shyamalan.
canceled. Apology video.
The
But
original
I remember
cartoon.
But I remember I think it was something. Didn't Avatar 2 Electric Boogaloo sorry, I love that title. Didn't it pass Marvel?
Yeah, it passed Infinity War not that long ago.
Mhm.
I also got a bone to pick with Marvel, and you can call me a contrarian, but Marvel's also overrated.
Marvel wasn't overrated until 2021 after COVID, and then it fell
That's
apart.
such a lie. I feel like Marvel started to get overrated around 2019, 2020. I
That
feel
was
like it's
when
just
it,
been
that was-
overrated.
Yeah,
Because
I
I'm sorry,
feel like
why do you have so many movies?
yeah, everything post Endgame except for Spider-Man
Mhm.
and Black Panther. Basically, I have not loved.
If you're a Marvel stan, I'm sorry.
No, not anymore.
I don't know. I've just always had a bone to pick with Marvel.
I feel like
Because
Marvel has grown so much. I don't know for the better or for the worse. Like I know some people are diehard Marvel fans, and I support you. I support the people that don't like Marvel, but me personally, I tried getting into it, and it's just something that you need time. It's very time consuming.
It's even more time consuming now. There's 30 movies and
Yeah,
like
there's
20
so many
shows, and
you need
it's too
like
much.
5 months to get through that.
It's too much at this point.
here's the thing for me though. Whenever I say the creativity in Hollywood is down nowadays, it's so true. And it's because all there are Marvel movies,
Yeah,
sequels, or remakes.
Mm-hmm.
we need brand
I'm
new
sick of it.
original stuff.
But you know what? We're not going to get brand new original stuff because Hollywood only cares about making money and pushing out these movies to make the money.
No,
It's
here's
so
the problem is
frustrating.
that it's not that there's not original stuff. It's that original stuff doesn't do well, so that they're less likely to promote it, so less people
That's-
see it.
That's
Right?
fair.
Like last year actually got like looking at like we're not gonna talk about the Oscars, that was like 2 weeks ago, but like there was a lot of good stuff actually got nominated this year, but also stuff that all of it was other than Everything Everywhere, basically all of it flopped. So you're not gonna actually see any of it, That's the sad
Yeah.
thing. But yeah,
But
going back, yeah.
No, my closing vote for Avatar, the deserved. I don't know. I just think it's undeserved because I don't really care too
You
much.
gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
I don't have time, Victor.
Victor is-
I don't.
Victor's very passionate about this.
Go to Puerto Rico.
You got Puerto Rico.
Maybe
yeah,
I
br-
w-
Really quick, dragging back to M. Night, his new movie Knock at the Cabin comes out today. It's getting okay reviews, which is interesting for an M. Night movie. And also they filmed part of it in my hometown, which is pretty awesome. But going back to actual news, Andrea Riseborough made waves last week when she was nominated for Best Actress at the Oscars for her movie To Leslie, which grossed less than $50,000 at the box office, and no one saw it. Yeah, 50,000, less than 50,000. I think it was less than 25,000 actually. She made even more waves over that weekend when the Academy decided whether or not her nomination should get pulled because of some possible fraudulent campaign tactics.
Oh my God.
But on Tuesday, they announced that they will not be suspending her nomination, but did raise concerns about the way that she campaigned for her nomination. And they're going to be doing something to make sure that tactics like that don't happen. I think this is overblown. I think it's very interesting that she got nominated, seeing as nobody saw the movie. Yeah.
Never heard of it.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
had
no
never
one.
heard
No,
of
yeah,
this.
I hadn't heard of it either.
$50,000? Like what?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold up really quickly. I'm going to find out exactly how much it made.
Oh, we got-
$27,322.
Oh, even less.
Yikes.
To the when you
Yeah,
can
it is.
calculate to the ones digit that accurately, you know you're in trouble. Anyway, the other day, this is just kind of funny but also enraging. Netflix accidentally leaked their plans to stop password sharing, and it is not going down well on the internet. Their plan, which they accidentally posted on Netflix's help section on their website worldwide, detailed that their solution to stop the quote-unquote issue is to make it mandatory for account owners to pay extra to include extra people in their accounts, which is interesting. And in addition to that, they're also going to be required to connect every device using their Netflix account to reconnect to their home Wi-Fi and watch something every 31 days, or else the account will get suspended.
Oh,
If you
nah.
need a reason to cancel your Netflix,
Yeah,
Here's one.
not a call to action, but
nah, just if you're thinking about it,
yeah. They apparently are testing this out in a few countries, and it's not going down well. And then they accidentally posted this entire thing on their help section on their website.
Quote unquote accidentally.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's not going down great, which is to be expected. I don't even think this is that big of an issue. Like, and this is just gonna make more people, like, they're shedding subscribers left and right. This is only gonna make it worse, I would think. But
Yeah.
I think they're digging their own grave at this
I think
point.
so too, yeah.
So I'm just gonna let them. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna sit here with my popcorn and my little water and just
honestly, yeah.
watch.
Yeah. Also on Tuesday this week, James Gunn and DC, going back to the superhero thing a little bit, announced their plans for their new DC movie universe, which caused some waves earlier this year, late last year, I guess, when James Gunn took control of DC, and basically announced that they're completely starting over. So in addition to locking down a release date in 2025 for the Batman 2, they also announced a new Superman movie called Superman Legacy, which will not be starring Henry Cavill, a Green Lantern show, a Supergirl movie, and many other smaller scale movies as well. What do we think about this, if anyone cares?
Oh, I do. I'm seeing a pattern with Netflix and DC where they're just declining.
Honestly, I think this is good because they went
don't
in
know.
before without a plan, and at least they have a plan now.
Who are they gonna get to play Superman though?
It's, someone else, I guess. I don't
Not
know.
Henry Cavill.
Yeah.
I
Honestly,
don't know, I
I'm
just-
honestly the thing I feel bad about, like, I didn't love Henry Cavill, but like at the same time, he seems like a pretty cool guy. And it's kind of it's kind of mean, I guess, to say, hey, we're bringing you back finally, and then have him come back, have a big announcement, and then just scrap him immediately afterwards. Like that's what kind of sucks for me. But yeah.
Yeah,
DC,
I don't know.
woo.
I don't know. Henry Cavill do be The Witcher though here on 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. I was gonna say something and I lost where. Oh, there's a segment. I completely lost the segment on the script, but I don't know. I just think they're kind of running out of ideas, like low key. I feel like they're. I know. I remember what I was gonna say. I feel like they're trying to catch up with Marvel, in that sense.
See, I
Where
think
they're
they
trying
are,
to
but
push things
at
out.
the same time, that's what they were trying to do before with Batman versus Superman and Suicide Squad and all that, and they all did terribly, and no one liked them.
Yeah.
So I think they're starting over. We're gonna see what happens, I guess.
Yeah. Do you have any more news for us, Danny?
I do, but also we can go to a break or whatever, because it's basically just Sundance ended, winners happened, I haven't heard of any of them before this, so we're gonna see what happens this year, I guess, to find out what happens with more movies and stuff. That's the
Cool.
first big film festival of the year, I think. So
Yeah,
we
good
will see.
segment. Quality segment, must say.
Ooh,
But
pretty
you
good.
are listening to the messiest of hour here on the Morning Buzz. We're gonna be talking about a lot of things. We have an interview coming up. We're gonna be doing MSU confessions. We're also gonna be talking about Shrek later on. Yeah, we teased
Why?
that earlier.
I
You
can't
just
wait.
don't worry about it. You'll find out later.
Exactly. You gotta stay tuned.
Gotta stay tuned. But for now, Roxanne, are you ready with that newscast?
I'm ready.
Yay!
I'm Roxanne Griffin, and this is WMSC News. Top story today: a suspected Chinese surveillance balloon has been spotted over the state of Montana. The balloon was flying over 3 nuclear missile silo fields. Officials have decided not to shoot it down in order to avoid hurting civilians. Similar balloon activity has been seen in the past several years, and officials are concerned about the altitude of the balloon. In national news, Texans endure winter storms and are left with no power or heat. Austin, Texas, and the surrounding areas are feeling the effects of a recent snowstorm. The damage done to power lines and trees has been comparable to damage done by tornadoes. Residents are frustrated in the county's response time to the disaster, and road conditions have been blamed for 10 traffic deaths in Texas, Arkansas, and Oklahoma. In local news, Eunice Dwumfor, a 30-year-old Sayreville councilwoman, was found shot and killed in a car Wednesday night. She was found in a white SUV in the area of Samuel Circle Camelot at the La Mer luxury rental community at about 7:20 p.m. Witnesses have stated that they heard 6 shots ring out Wednesday night and saw her SUV roll down a hill in the townhouse development. It stopped after hitting multiple parked cars. No potential suspects have been identified. And now for some weather. It is 25 degrees this morning, so make sure to stay bundled up today. Today we have a high of 34 and a low of 10. Expect some sunny skies all day and some strong winds from 1 to 4, but it will be windy all day. And now for the weekend weather. Tomorrow expect a sunny winter day with a high of 27 and a low of 5. Again, do not forget your coat. Rounding the weekend off, Sunday has cloudy skies with a high of 46 and a low of 21. For WMSC News, I'm Roxanne. Back to you, Nicole.
Roxanne.
That was a great newscast. And Ben, do we have some sports to say?
I think so, Nicole. Good morning, everyone. I'm Ben Tomaszewski, and I'm here to update you on some sports. Forgot to mention in hour 1 that since today is 2/3/23, it's actually considered Michael Jordan Day. And there's going to be a bunch of Michael Jordan content shown on ESPN all throughout the day. So make sure you check that out. Going into basketball relating to Michael Jordan, the New York Knicks hosted the Miami Heat at Madison Square Garden Thursday night. The Knicks pull out a narrow 106-104 victory and look to defend home court again tomorrow against the Los Angeles Clippers. The Brooklyn Nets had off on Thursday night, but tomorrow they start a 5-game homestand against the Washington Wizards. LeBron James is closing in on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's all-time scoring record with less than 100 points to go. Actually, after last night's game, he's at 61 points to go before he takes the number 1 spot. The projection from when he is going to break the record is on Tuesday at home against the Oklahoma City Thunder, where tickets are as high as $92,000 to witness history. I just think that price is absurd. The NBA's trade deadline is coming up this Thursday, so I hope that next Friday we can talk some trades. Since it's All-Star weekend for hockey, there's none to talk about today, but the Rangers, Devils, and Islanders are all back in action Monday night. The NFL's All-Star weekend, including the Pro Bowl, is happening this weekend as well, which includes many events such as the Best Catch finale, kick-tack-toe, a flag football game, and many more. Some of the games actually took place last night, and the finales for those will be on Sunday. Have a great weekend, everybody. Back to you, Nicole.
What a great sportscast from Ben. We love all the sports news.
Thank you.
Oh yeah. But you know what it's time for?
This is the best time on the morning buzz.
It's time for Montclair State Confessions. Oh yes, the segment of the Morning Buzz. But disclaimer, these stories are not our personal experiences. These are stories from anonymous people who submitted to the Instagram account Montclair State Confessions for us to laugh at. Again, this account is not affiliated with MSU or WMSC. And with that being said, we're going to get into our first one. So Anonymous said, quote, "I swear to God, if the commuters on this campus don't learn how to use the rotary on Clove Road, I will cry. If you are in the circle, do not stop for a car that's trying to enter the circle. You have the right of way." I gotta say, who calls a roundabout a rotary?
Yeah, I had to look that up. I was like, "What's a rotary?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a
Hold
roundabout."
on, I'm
was
gonna
like-
see if
I
I
was
can
like-
find out.
But
I was
I
like,
didn't
what, like a
know.
rotary phone?
Yeah, I was like, "What is that?" But I definitely understand. But like, I get what she's saying, that you have the right of way, but
New England.
also,
Apparently, it's someone from New England, probably, because apparently that's what they're called in New England. Yeah, it's like Massachusetts, Vermont, New Hampshire.
The
somewhere.
rotary.
the
Yeah,
rotary.
Yeah, they call it. Yeah.
Okay. I gotta work
Thank
on
you.
my Boston accent. Yeah. Gotta go
Yeah,
dunks.
guys, I think Laura's gone. I think we got JFK over on the Zoom.
I do a real so if you ever watch the show Clone High, I do a really good JFK from Clone
This
High.
is like 3 days in a row
Oh
when
my
someone has
geez,
talked to me about
another
Clone High.
impression by Lara.
I love Clone High. No, I just think it's such a great show.
What is going on? This is 3 days in a row. I swear.
But yeah, if you don't use the rotary, I don't know what you're talking about.
That sounded Australian.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, Lara.
I'm a little I'm a little rusty, y'all.
It sounds different over Zoom. you know?
Yeah,
That's true.
Yeah.
same.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. When you come
If it was
back
in
you-
person, it
you-
would
you-
have-
you-
yeah.
It'll hit different.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have
Nicole, do you
another-
another one.
Confession. Anonymous said, quote, "There's a girl in Bone Hall on the 8th floor who's been threatening to fight people and beat people up. She's causing beef on the 10th floor and in general it's just really rude. She's over 10 reports and has had over 5 roommates the last 2 semesters because they can't stand her. But somehow she's still allowed to live there. Like, my RA knocks on my door if I breathe too loud, and y'all are letting this slide."
Nicole, is this one about you?
Bad. No.
Rule number 1 about Bone Hall is you do
I can
not
see you
talk
getting a
about
little-
Bone Hall.
A little feisty.
Listen. I'm a
I-
I'm a goody two shoes in Bone Hall.
That's
I
a
don't know.
fact,
You might be
though.
throwing hands.
That is a fact, because you know why?
I-
The freshmen in Bone Hall are absolutely insane. And I was scrolling on Instagram and actually did read this one. And I
I feel like I remember this one.
I feel like I'm the freshman that is never really in Bone Hall unless I'm sleeping or like getting ready in the morning. Like, I'm not a bone girl. I don't like it. I just live there. And I
I just live there.
I just
That's pretty
I
much
just-
everyone I know in Bone is like, dude, I
Yeah.
don't know.
you just don't want to be there. And I don't really talk to many people in Bone just because some of them are a little crazy. And I didn't know, like, I knew this was, I didn't know it was actually going on until I read this, because I don't talk to people on the 10th
Wonder if
floor
they did anything
specifically.
about
I live on
this.
the 11th floor. So this is
I was-
happening.
I was gonna say, Nicole, have you seen the said girl?
No, I don't even know the girl. Like,
This does lead me to ask, how often, like, what are the RAs like in Bone? Because the RA has never knocked on my door once.
so
in
okay,
denial.
story. This was 2 nights ago. I just showered, you know, I look like a crazy person. We did my hair, we did everything. And all of a sudden, I hear banging on the door, and it's my RA. She's like, "Res Life." And I was like, "Oh my goodness, I look like a crazy person."
Res life.
Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, okay, whatever." So I answered the door, and because since my roommate moved out, I can't use her side of the room, and they had to make sure, like, they came in unexpectedly to make sure I wasn't using her side of the room, and I wasn't. I'm a goody two shoes in that.
Why not?
No, my friends are like, "You should just put your stuff in her drawers," and I'm like, "No," because if I had it, they checked her drawers. If I had stuff in her drawers, they would have been mad.
Wait,
Why
they
is that a
can
rule?
open the drawers?
of not my drawers, but my roommates. But I don't have a roommate, so I can't use her side of the room. I can't use her furniture because
Why not?
I'm paying for a double and I'm single, because technically, if you think about it, I'm a person that lives in a double, but it's kind of like I'm living in a single.
But you're
because
paying for a double though.
I am paying.
So
for a
why aren't
double.
you allowed to use the other stuff? that's in
Because
the
if
double?
I was using the other side, they would pay me for 2 doubles.
What?
Oh, that's stupid.
That doesn't
Yeah.
make sense.
That's really
Yeah,
dumb.
and it's just like,
That's
really.
really dumb.
But I don't know, the people in Bone, there's always drama, I feel like, going on. And it's freshmen, they just got their first taste of freedom, and now I can't believe this girl had 5 roommates. Oh my gosh, imagine if she came in my room. I have an empty room. Oh my gosh, wait, I'm scared now.
Oh,
Because imagine if her roommate now like kicks her out and she comes in my room. That
Oh, this is lore right here on the morning buzz.
if this girl did come in my room, I would write an MSU confession. And maybe
Actually, I feel like you just say it on air first and be like, "Oh,
yeah,
it's
I would say
funny."
I would just say it on air. But
Oh my god, no, that's so wild. Yeah, Bone just seems like a different place. And I love when you were saying, oh, I forgot what you were saying. You're like, oh, they just got their first taste of freedom.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're fresh out of high school. And I just find that really funny coming from you
Straight
for
outta
some
high
reason.
because I'm fresh out of
Because
high school.
because you are, and I think it's really funny because you are not like these people.
No, I'm really not. And
There's different brands of freshmen.
there's so many different brands of freshmen, and I don't like many of them. Yeah, and the 10th floor is
Yeah, what's been going on up there?
I don't know.
I've heard things about the 10th floor. I'm not gonna lie.
Like the
there's
forbidden
there's
floor.
always stuff happening on the 10th floor. I have to say the 11th floor is pretty good though. Like it's pretty quiet. I'm glad I live on a quiet floor, not a hectic crazy floor, because I know stuff like 16th floor too is crazy too.
My friend's in an RA in the floor, and she says that you guys are so good.
Yeah, no, we
Aw.
behave well. We're pretty good, I have to say.
She loves you
But-
guys.
Yeah, that's so sweet. Yeah, no,
My RA just seems tired.
yeah,
Every
but
time for room checks, he's just like, res life, looks in for like 2 seconds. All right, we're good. All right.
yeah,
bye.
no, the
See you
rest
next month.
could just get lazy. But with that, we're gonna go on a break on the morning buzz. So stay tuned. to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair. But we're going to break for a second. Listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair, and we are here with live in studio. We have Hunter Ayala, the president of the Brotherhood, La Hermandad, along with their PR officer, Vincent Daniels. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Of course, we're happy to be here.
Thank you for having us.
I'm
Yeah,
so
thank
excited.
you so
Yeah.
much for waking up at the at the break of dawn. So we really
Yes.
appreciate you guys being here. But we're going to start off with our first question. So what is the Brotherhood and what importance does it have to Montclair State?
So I can answer this question. First, it's an honor to be here. It's first time here. Really happy. The Brotherhood La Hermandad is a Black and Brown organization on campus that helps better Black and Latino men in everyday academic and social lives. We like to promote diversity, academic excellence, to be part of something greater than ourselves and stick together as a people of color community, especially on campus. So it means a lot to me and to so many other beautiful men and women out there in the Montclair State campus. And I'm just grateful to be a part of it. And to be president, honestly, is one of the greatest honors of a lifetime.
Yes. And what kind of relationship do you have with each other in the Brotherhood?
We're a family. Yeah, you can take this one, man.
I mean, honestly, I'd say we have a very family-oriented type of relationship. One pivotal memory was when we were all selected to be on the e-board, when we had suggestions and just ideas for how we're going to do our e-board shoot. We had all collectively came together and we just thought, why not go to the place where Brotherhood honestly was really founded, which is that of Philly. So we all took 2 cars, drove down to Philly together. And originally, we were going to pose by the Rocky statue, but we had found out that they had a prior engagement, which closed that off. But instead, we took an amazing shot overlooking a beautiful view in Philly and dressed in all black, toting through 110-degree weather. We made it work, but honestly, I'd say that signified our bond and the sense of what brotherhood truly means.
I
That's
love that.
honestly
That's
beautiful.
so sweet. Yeah.
And I'm just like sitting here like that's so
Like,
amazing.
oh, I love that.
But with February being Black History Month, what importance resonates with the Brotherhood during this time?
The biggest deal in the world. There is no American history without Black history. So, Black people and people of color have been, so suppressed for so many centuries. And it doesn't just go to people, it's the history of the people that really hasn't been told in schools and properly around the world. So during February, Black History Month should be 365 days a year. But especially during February, we want to take that initiative and really push the perfect education of what it means to be a Black individual in America and a person of color in America. So it's the biggest deal for us. We take it super serious and we're really grateful for the opportunity.
Yeah, we're very thankful that you guys can come on and talk about this. But yeah, go right ahead.
And we also really try to promote that sense and that definition of brotherhood and togetherness, because during Black History Month, as we review all the pivotal leaders who not only made our community, but persisted through it, many of them were part of pivotal groups such as the NAACP.
You talking about orgs on
Yeah,
campus?
just not even orgs, just Black history, groups that
the Black Panthers,
Yeah.
NAACP, all the peaceful protests and marches. It's all important and it still resonates with us today because there's so many problems that reoccur through history,
Definitely, yeah. Oh, that you're being aware of it and showcasing that in your brotherhood. And One of your flagship initiatives is Necktie Tuesday. So, what exactly is Necktie Tuesday, and what do you guys do for it?
They did their research, huh?
I like how you guys really.
How'd
You
guys
know
about
we
that?
did.
Yeah, I know, bro. I used to be a journalism major. I told you, bro. That's
Yeah,
great.
But basically Necktie Tuesdays, we start at 2. Basically the layout is we get in business formal outfit or casual. We select a location upon campus, which to be honest, we've kind of exhausted almost at this point. We pick that area, we set up a photo shoot, take a few pics. But the one thing we prowess ourselves on is just finding those new members who come and not only want to show off, their flies fits and such, but just want to know how the brotherhood conducts themselves and who we truly are. Because at the end of the day, I mean, some people may see it as just a bunch of people and business casual taking pics, but for us, it's more than that. We want to show that sense of togetherness and that, we're professional at the end of the day, but also have that sense of unity.
It definitely is to destroy a stereotype that men of color cannot be professional, and that we could be as professional as our white male counterparts.
Oh, definitely.
Because there is, a significance to professionalism, and especially in the Black and brown community, there sometimes seems to be a lack of it. So being college students and being, future educators and future lawyers and doctors and whatnot, we just took it upon ourselves as the brotherhood. And this has been a tradition for years. Every Tuesday, go to the business school, go to University Hall and put on a tie and a blazer,
amphitheater,
and see everybody watch and be like, yo, those are young Black, men of color king. Those are kings right there. So we try to promote that and really get to people be like, yo, they could be as professional as anybody in the world,
Definitely.
Yeah. It sounds like your next trip should be to the School of Comm. If
Yo,
you're looking
Yeah,
to
you
look
should.
at-
we've done a
Sometimes
school
fun.
call. No, we definitely
yeah.
we've used so many places.
Really?
Vinny was like, we should use Law 60. And I was like, yo.
I love that. I think
Honestly,
it's
I'm just thinking about locations now because like basically everywhere at this point it's either going in actual dorm like
Oh my goodness.
Nah, man.
like going their what is it, their dining theater or something like
I don't know.
Miami,
Next time, yeah.
Blanton?
We even use Sam's.
Yeah.
Really?
We did it at Sam's
That's
one time.
awesome.
So
First time?
it was the first time our brotherhood history we did
Yeah.
at Sam's, But yeah.
Oh, I love that.
I do as well. I love how you guys are doing this and coming together and extinguishing this stigma, because it's obviously not true. And I'm glad that you guys do have this opportunity to come together and do these amazing things. But if we can look long term, because like you said, Black History Month should not be just a month, it should be 365 days, 366 if it's a leap year, of course. But what are there any special events coming up long term? Like what's going on for the rest of the semester?
Oh, they're not ready. Oh, they're not
Ooh.
ready.
Ooh.
Can I say that you want to piggyback?
Please.
We are having the 3rd annual Ebony Ball, February 24th, 2023, University 7th floor, 7:30 to 11. It's going to be a celebration of Black excellence. All of the E3 orgs, the people of color orgs, Brotherhood, BSU, NAACP, HSA, Ladies First, Complexions, Future Teachers of Color, Daughter Speaks. I forget Lasso, forgive me about VOU. Everybody's coming together. And we're gonna just have an amazing time. It's an award show. It's kind of like an award show. We're having Carvel.
Wow.
We're having Carvel. That is my guy. He's coming to DJ for us.
Paying homage to like our a few people on E3. Respect to that. Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to everybody, E3.
Yeah,
We're having everybody come. It's gonna be so much fun. You guys should come. Lara, Nicole, right?
Yeah.
Come. I want everybody there. I want everybody
This is-
there.
That
this
seems
is
super
the
fun.
event. Let me tell you, for me, I transferred in here 2021 as green as any freshman, not knowing anybody. And next to this club, changing my social and overall perspective on life, my first Ebony Ball was a blast. You guys see the flyer now that sent that light? It just gets brighter by the night. So definitely come out February 24th, 7 to 11 p.m., right?
Yep.
And have a great time. It's truly something else.
And don't even, it's not even just that, just come to general body meetings every Wednesday at 5:30. We'll be talking about something that affects the Black and brown community. We'll talk about something that affects everybody on an everyday life. Like next week, we're doing a collab general body meeting with ladies first about college relationships,
Our sister.
Wow.
like college love. You know, bro, do I know it well?
That's
we need to talk.
smart.
We need to talk about it. We need to talk about it. But I want everybody to come out. It's a good time.
Yeah.
Red Hawk Nest
So Nicole-
Wednesday 5:30. Sorry.
Nicole, would you be my date?
Oh my gosh, let's
Ooh.
go, Lara. Let's
Oh my God,
go.
let's go.
That would
Oh,
be
that'd be
so
so
fun.
fun. Yeah.
And to finish off, where can we learn more about the Brotherhood? I know you just touched on that, but can you go a little further so
Yeah.
we could find you guys?
Of course. Our Instagram, MSU Brotherhood. That is literally our number one base of who is Brotherhood. Let me see with my own eyes, beside ourselves individually. Vinny got the Brotherhood
Yep.
up there.
Yeah.
Follow
showing
the
it.
MSU Brotherhood.
Yeah.
There's so many things that we do on campus, so many people that we collab with. I'm very grateful to be
Just,
yeah,
just to
showing the
give a
thing.
little shout out to all
E3.
E3.
But I'm very grateful to be in this position with the Brotherhood. You know what Ashan told me? Ashan is the former SJ president, former Brotherhood president, and Jarrell is the former SJ president. They told me, and then he was also involved in Brotherhood. He told me that was the first fully Latino president in over a decade, you know? And then being in this position and seeing how the Brotherhood has grown this year, bro. Like we were talking about the other day. Like we've done so much this entire year so far. We're so grateful and blessed that our pictures in Philly had the most likes Brotherhood has ever had in history.
Wow.
And then we had the holiday dinner recap video, which was the most shared in all of Brotherhood history. And then we just kept like doing it, you know? So please, please, please do not miss out. You know, I graduated in May, but Brotherhood is forever. So
And same here. I will say this much: it's out of everybody that I've met over the years, Hunter, and that of the seniors of not only E3 but Brotherhood. I wouldn't have any other way to walk across that stage for the last time. You know, this is my brother right here,
I appreciate
and I
you,
thank
bro.
him so much, not only for bringing me into the fold, but opening my eyes to something greater than myself. And being that of a senior, I remember when it was the beginning of the semester, my mother had asked me through everything I've done, like, what's my objective for this last semester? I just said legacy.
I love that.
That's what Brotherhood stands for, and that's what we keep standing for.
Wait,
I think that's beautiful. It's really gonna always be a part of you and part of your life and makes up who you are.
of course,
Yeah.
always.
That was really touching for me. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
that was heartwarming. I was like,
I was just
"Aw."
like, we're all about heartwarming here in the Morning Buzz, you know?
Yeah, feeling all the love.
No, of
Yep.
course.
Again, we
But-
want to thank you so much for your time this morning, and thank you so
Yes,
much for
thank you so
joining
much.
us and talking about how important the Brotherhood is to you and to many other people. So again, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
No, we're grateful to be here. Thank you so much for this opportunity. Thank you.
Of course.
Thank you so much for coming. And with that, we are going to go on break and we will be back on the Morning Buzz. Stay tuned.
Hey, I'm Joe Billy, and this is my new album, Fissure, on 90.3 W.
for an hour already.
We are back.
They're playing my show now.
Have no fear. Movies till midnight is here.
Okay, we are back here.
Oh, the showmo works, I guess. It got approved.
Yeah,
Plug.
I guess it got approved.
this is a crazy morning, but we are doing good here for the morning buzz, and we are gonna get to some entertainment news.
As we always do, because I want to be
Shrek?
entertained.
Shrek?
We're
This
not
is
there
Shrek.
yet.
We're not there. We're almost
not-
there, guys.
Shrek the grand
Shrek the
finale.
Halls, what?
Please, Shrek the Hall.
What?
Shrek the
Shrek
Halls.
is not the grand.
Nicole's
Shrek
favorite
isn't the
Christmas
grand
movie.
finale. Wait, Shrek is the grand finale, but then we have an encore act. So like, stay
Okay.
tuned for that. Stay tuned. But as of right now, Netflix made an anime using an AI due to a labor shortage, and fans are not happy about it. If you need another reason to cancel your Netflix subscription, this might be it. I'm kidding, not a call to action. Totally kidding. Don't worry. But Netflix artificial intelligence generated artwork to create anime is as always, social media is mad, as am I, low key. But in a tweet, Netflix Japan claimed that the project, a short called The Dog and the Boy, uses AI generated art in response to labor shortages in the anime industry. The streaming platform wrote in a tweet, quote, as an experimental effort to help the anime industry, which has a labor shortage, we used image generation technology for the background images of all 3-minute video cuts. And this isn't the first AI story we reported on the Buzz this week. Oh no, it's not. On Tuesday, the crew reported that BuzzFeed used AI to write its articles after firing 180 employees.
Wow.
I have a lot to say about the AI. I found this out. One of my friends' dad was, exploring apps and stuff, and he got AI, and I saw this, and I was like, I don't know how to feel about it. Yeah, it's good to get the easy way out, but also this is bad for our generation because it's actually insane how much AI can do, and you can literally write, like, people can cheat off their tests, write them essays, and like, look, they got, like, BuzzFeed used AI and now they got fired.
I think
So
Lara mentioned before too, like people losing their jobs. Like now, even
yeah,
news sources aren't even writing their own articles. It's
that's
like,
the thing.
what? Like,
It's
It's
another.
like, do I still? I'm sorry, I'm angry. Like, do I still need to be in school to get a journalism degree, or is AI going to do it for me?
Exactly. And it's actually crazy how much technology is using, like, it's taking away our jobs, it's taking away our education. And it's honestly scary. I don't know. I really don't know what to say. It's just,
I have some news.
what's your news?
I have some breaking news from the New York Times. So according to the New York Times, U.S. employers added 517,000 jobs in January, far more than expected, and the jobless rate fell to its lowest level since 1969.
wow.
So again, we're seeing a lot of, it's just not a good situation for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's just,
and not to be mean, but I'm tired. Literally, AI has just started to become a thing, and I'm already tired of hearing about it.
yeah, I know. And what's gonna happen in a year from now, 20 years from now? Is this the new education?
Yeah, if technology has advanced this much already, imagine where it's going to be in, like you said, 10 years, 20 years.
We're gonna be
Like,
robots.
how many more jobs people are going to be out of because they're going to rely more on the robots doing jobs for us.
I'm sick of it. Because if it's not capitalism, it's AI that's gonna make you not live, right?
That's so true.
Honestly, I think the main thing with AI, specifically AI art, I think the two worst parts are you have people using AI art and then like using it for commercial purposes, like, hey, look, I drew this thing or I made it, now pay me money, when you can literally make the exact same thing yourself, which is an issue. But also, you have a lot of AI art is like stealing art from other people in order to make their own stuff, or is combining stuff without permission from the original artist. I think that's the bigger issue, specifically with art. With the AI writing stuff, that's a very different issue. But specifically for AI art generating, I think it's something that needs to get under control. I know that it seems like there are easy ways to get that under control, and no one is doing it. So,
and there was a trend recently on Instagram, I think, where everybody was posting their AI pictures. I don't know if you guys saw that, but, like, everybody
Mm,
and their mother was posting them as AI characters and stuff. So
It never
I-
turned out good for me. On the
I
one
never
that
tried it.
I could find that didn't make me pay like $6 to do it.
Yeah, I think it was like $6 or something for the good one. So
I just feel
it
like
was.
everyone that uses that is going to use AI to write their own stuff. We're just losing creativity now in our world, and it's just really frustrating to see to
Mhm.
hear.
Yeah. But really what's getting to me, I'm gonna wrap up with this, but really what's getting to
Uh-huh.
me is the labor shortage. Like, what, do you not have enough animators to animate a movie?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. There's people graduating with art and design and animation degrees. Why can't you hire any of them?
exactly. Use them.
Mhm.
They got a degree for a reason. It's time to use it now.
It's so annoying. Anyway,
Well, moving on to our next story, Seth Rogen says Marvel movies are geared toward kids. They're just not for me, an adult with no children. As a producer on Amazon Prime Video's The Boys, Seth Rogen has a hand in one of television's most popular comic book properties. In a new interview with Total Film magazine, Rogen admitted that The Boys would, quote, not exist or be interesting without the Marvel Cinematic Universe, but that doesn't mean he watches Marvel movies. The actor said that as an adult with no children, he finds it hard to get into the MCU as it's a bit too geared toward children for his personal taste. Rogan said, quote, I think that Kevin Feige is a brilliant guy, and I think a lot of the filmmakers he's hired to make these movies are great filmmakers. But as someone who doesn't have children, it's all kind of geared toward kids, you know? There are times when I will forget. I'll watch one of these things as an adult with no kids and be like, oh, this is just not for me.
It's funny he's
Alright.
saying that it's not for him when he's literally gonna be in like the most kid-friendly Mario movie that
Yeah.
like one of the most safe commercial kid movies that will probably ever exist.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Mushroom Kid. Don't even get me started.
But no, I think it's really just funny. Again, this comes from my personal, not really enjoyment of Marvel. Because,
Yeah.
I mean, let's think about it. There's so many Marvel movies, but like, why are there so many? You know how much money Disney is making off of Marvel?
Yeah.
Billions per movie.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know
So,
if it's necessary, like Marvel movies in general. I think, yes, I think a lot of kids like it because, it's superheroes and, all these fights and stuff. But as an adult, like, I don't know if I guess you can say it's a little childlike. I think it's for an adult that's a little immature, maybe.
ah,
I mean,
It's a
Okay.
big fun action movie. I mean,
yeah,
it's a
I mean, it's
style,
something,
you know?
I feel like it's the type of person that wants to get into Marvel. It's kind of, it's kind of I think it's a great franchise to look into if you want to, escape from reality and really get into a fantasy world of superheroes and all that. But I don't know. I don't think like a professor would want to watch Marvel. Like a mature guy. I don't
a
know.
mature guy.
Like I'm imagining my accounting professor watching Marvel and he'd be like, this is ridiculous. And I think it really depends on your mindset. Like everyone's different.
Here's the thing though, something I really noticed with the industry, not just like movies and everything, but also kind of video games as well. Things are being marketed towards children now more than ever.
Mhm.
Like,
Hmm.
I'm gonna even take the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise because I have been a FNAF stan for way too long, and I just
That's
killed Danny
a
with that.
game I haven't heard of in a bit. In a
Yeah,
minute.
I don't want to talk about it, but let's genuinely think about it. That game, when it came out in 2014, wasn't marketed towards children because it's scary, right?
Yeah.
God, that
Well,
was
nowadays
2014.
it was, but think about it. The newest game came out, which was Security Breach. Everything's a lot more colorful now. It's not as dark as you would say as the previous games, and I just think it's really marketed towards children. You could also argue that with Poppy Playtime, this one indie game. Why are we making toys for children with these like
Hold up, back up.
child-killing toys?
They're still making Five Nights at Freddy's games in 2023.
You didn't know?
No,
The DLC is gonna come out.
The DLC.
But no, my point is they're making
They're making the movie.
games. They are making a movie, but they're making these games, they're making these plushies, and they're marketing towards children. And I'm sorry, I'm tired of the horror genre being marketed towards kids.
Yeah.
Because the reason why kids picked it up is because, oh, it's scary. I'm not supposed to watch that. Like, I'm not supposed to watch or play this. That was the whole point of the FNAF franchise, pretty much. Like when kids like started touching it, but now it's more like, oh, here's all these toys for children, instead of losing the scary factor that it once was supposed to be.
Lara, I have a question for you. Do you think that Among Us was targeted towards kids, or
Oh yeah.
and
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean the game itself isn't, the most kid friendly, I would say, even though it's all colorful and it's not really that crazy. I mean, they're still killing each other, so it's like
I
I don't know.
I
I
think
feel
they
like
knew what they
everybody
were
was playing that game though.
I think they knew what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Why is there
Like, why
so
are you gonna
much?
make
I was just gonna say, why is there so much violence in video games? Like,
How does the Five Nights at Freddy's movie already have a 7.8 on IMDb?
but
Is it
no,
out?
it's just
I'm sorry, continue.
like make horror scary again. Not a call to action, just a statement.
Mm-hmm.
But we're just gonna finish off our last. We're not gonna talk about this one, but I really wanted to report this story because I saw it and I'm just like, oh my god, I want to report this so bad. But OK Go, the band, who I really love, fight backs against OK Go with an exclamation point, the breakfast cereal. So OK Go, the band, has no problem with brands. They've worked with companies like State Farm, Chevrolet, Morton Salt to collaborate on music and all of that fun jazz. But for the last few months, the band's lawyers have been in an escalating fight with one brand in particular, Post Foods, over a grab and go cereal product called Naturally OK Go! Exclamation point. The band accuses Post of infringing on its trademark, which has been held since 2008. On January 13th, the Post went to court asking a federal judge in Minnesota to declare that the cereal does not violate the band's rights. Damien Kalash, the band's lead singer and guitarist, said in an interview, quote, "It's enraging. It seems like such a cut and dry bullying. There are so many other things you can call your cereal. Just pick one. Nobody looks good in this. Pick a new name." Yeah.
Why doesn't
OK
the band
Go
pick a
to the
new
quirky,
name?
not like the other girl stories. Sorry, that was such a bad transition.
this is like moving on.
OK
From-
Go.
So, Happier police look for missing 200-pound Shrek sculpture. Shrek!
Oh,
There he is.
By
Our Lord and
Yes.
Savior.
Made it here.
We're going back to Massachusetts again. Call back.
So, police are on the hunt for a Shrek sculpture in Hatfield, Massachusetts, weighing approximately 200 pounds, has gone missing. The Hatfield Police Department says the Shrek sculpture is made of cement and was taken from his home. They posted the notice to their Facebook page, quote, "The dragon sculpture he lives with is frustrated and lonely. Police say to call the police department if they have any information or the whereabouts of the Shrek sculpture. Police also noted, quote, or return him in the condition you found him."
I'm sorry, but how do you steal something that's 200 pounds? Like,
Yeah.
He didn't get stolen. He just went to find the princess. It's fine.
I think so too. I mean, if it's a Shrek sculpture, I'd be lifting 200 pounds too. Steal that thing.
Yeah.
Make a little shrine in my house.
I was
Oh
just
my
thinking
gosh,
that
imagine having a
too.
Shrek
Shrek shrine.
shrine.
It flows. Shrek shrine. No?
What with these?
No one's
Yeah.
on a
Can
Shrek
we,
shrine.
can we make a Shrek shrine in the studio?
We should.
That's
I think we
great.
should. And
We
can
have the stuff on the
decorate
walls. We got a picture of Shrek.
walls.
We'll get okay, since we can't have like actual candles, we'll get like the little tea light candles that you like with the battery operated
Mhm.
ones.
Yeah.
Then we'll just
What-
place them.
What are the rules of putting things on the walls of the studio?
I don't know, but I will find out.
You gotta put just a picture of Shrek. Not even
These
like
are-
not like it's just gonna be album cover poster,
Not even like a
album cover
poster, just
poster,
like
Shrek,
like a printed out just piece of
Yeah.
paper with Shrek's face on it.
Getty
He
watermark.
is our Lord and Savior.
He is.
I
Shrek
also
is
want to
love.
touch upon the dragon sculpture he lives with is frustrated and lonely.
It gives a character. Gives a personality.
Do you think they're in a relationship? Do you think they're just friends?
And maybe he's cheating on
It's
Fiona
platonic.
with the dragon.
Ooh,
Ooh.
drama.
Yes,
drama.
But isn't
platonic.
Donkey with the dragon?
Well, yeah, but
I don't
you
know,
maybe,
well-
maybe Donkey's out of the picture. Doesn't sound
I
like
don't
it's
know,
Donkey
yeah,
sculpture.
Maybe-
I didn't hear any Donkey in this news, so
It doesn't sound like Donkey lives in this universe.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think Donkey's a part of this, but honestly, maybe the dragon is having a little, I don't know, having a little affair with Shrek and Fiona doesn't know.
Ooh.
Not
That's-
What's she gonna know
Fiona.
now if it's in the news?
That's
That's
honestly
Shrek. Wait, Fiona listens to the Morning Buzz.
Fiona, if you're listening, just
I'm
know.
sorry.
Go get your
We're-
mans.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, no, I'm actually looking at the Shrek sculpture.
Is it nice?
Sorry, I just got an ad on like the website for an onion.
Ah.
Ooh.
Onion.
Looks
So
like
that
Dobby.
just
It's like
It
Dobby
does
That's
look
what
like
you're
Shrek.
concerned about? There's no way that weighs 200 pounds.
Dobby's a free elf.
It's pure cement, so I'm guessing it
I guess, yeah.
does.
I want to know how the person lifted it. Do you think they used like a crane?
I don't know, crane. They definitely didn't carry it by themselves.
Yeah,
They
that's
definitely
I
had
just
like a
gotta
push
point
like
out
a
that the
cart or something.
website spelled sculpture wrong. Like, if you're gonna post something, spell
They did sculpture.
Sculpture.
Sculpture. Oh my god.
But then they spelled it right a little bit down low, so
Sculpture.
they did not.
Come on,
Edit.
westernmassnews.com.
Use AI.
Yeah.
You have to use it now.
Not a call to action. Please don't use
Yeah,
it.
Yeah, Nicole.
not a call to action. Please don't. Yeah.
Okay, no, I want to place this little. Okay, I understand why it was stolen because it's obviously so beautiful.
It is. It's one of a kind.
I want to put. I want to put this in
Yeah.
my little. If I had a garden, I would put it in my garden.
My new lock screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I would put it where I would grow all my onions and garlic. Because ogres are like onions, they have layers.
Yeah.
Layers.
They have layers. Donkey. This next story, Shrek is not the only green character we're going to be talking about this morning. And I can't believe I'm gonna read this title, this headline.
Hey, yo, what is this title?
Nothing can cure these people who have a crush on the Mucinex monster.
That just says it all.
Come, Mom, pick me up. I'm scared. So, Mr. Mucus, the villainous spokes blob for the medicine Mucinex, is one vile mascot. You're not meant to have feelings for Mr. Mucus. He represents a rather disgusting symptom, a respiratory illness. Apparently, I have it too right now. He advertises an over-the-counter medicine that promises to banish him. But try telling that to people on his Instagram comments. Many admirers are after Mr. Mucus, many of them commenting on his New Year's resolution post to stretch every day. And you can imagine how creative some of the comments have gotten. Didn't know Mr. Mucus was a Pilates girly, but you learn something new every day.
We do learn something new every day.
Wait, okay, Mr. Mucus. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what a Pilates girly is, it's a girly who does Pilates, duh. Okay, but like I can see Mr. Mucus dressing up in like the pink matching set with the little leg warmers
Yes.
and his little pink yoga mat.
Yeah.
Because I genuinely think Mr. Mucus is one of the girls.
Yeah.
He's girly pop.
Yeah, on the inside he's
Yeah,
girly
I'm
pop.
reading some of the comments. I'm not gonna say any of them, but what the heck? These are so strange.
I want to. Anything goes nowadays.
I'm gonna copy one of
These
these.
comments are vile.
Yeah, I'm gonna copy one of these, and I'm gonna put it. We're not gonna say it on air because it's
Oh, no.
slightly disgusting.
Oh no.
You're just gonna hear.
Yeah.
Hear all of our live reactions.
I can't.
This is disgusting.
No, I hate that.
This isn't even the worst one.
I believe that there's worse. Okay.
Oh
do you
my
think there's
gosh.
do you think there's fan fiction about Mr. Mucus?
Probably.
Oh,
I would
yeah.
look it up, except I don't want that in my search
After
history.
those comments.
That's why you go in an incognito tab.
Yeah, except I don't even want to grace my computer
Yeah, go
with
down
that.
that rabbit hole.
I don't really got anything.
Yeah.
It's horrifying.
I'm just like befuddled.
Wait, we're on fanfiction.net. Oh, I found
there?
one.
Oh.
But this collides universes. It has the Mucinex universe, but also has the supernatural universe.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. So as of right now, I think it's just about Sam and Dean Winchester trying to destroy the Mucinex.
I hope they're
mucus.
trying to destroy it, not trying to like
I
marry it
predict
or
a
whatever.
Mucinex movie within the next 5 years.
Mus-
Live action
Mucinex
about
movie.
Mr. Mucus.
Wait, I just want to know,
Played
can
by
this be
Chris
the next
Pratt.
commercial?
Honestly, I can see this as a commercial. I could see like all
Mr.
the little kids like, oh my goodness, it's Mr. Mucus. Like imagine
like
him
people
dressed
nowadays
as
just
character
find
just walking the
Anything
street.
to obsess over. Like, why Mr.
Yeah.
Mucus? Like,
Yeah.
Hear me out. Hear me
Listen,
out.
he's
Hear me
hear
out.
me out. Whoa, whoa, what do you think?
Hey, yo.
Hear me out. Mr. Mucus in the Mario movie.
Okay,
Because Mushroom Kingdom, here we come.
Oh.
Mushroom Kingdom, here we go.
Yeah, gotta make sure
Oh my god, we
Mario's
have
not
Chris Pratt
sick
in
before he
studio?
goes.
Chris
That's
Pratt in studio.
crazy.
No, that was our running gag last semester on the Monday Buzz.
Love
That's
it,
why
yeah.
we have I've just stumbled upon some Mr. Clean fan fiction.
Oh no.
I don't like
I'm
this.
down
Get out of there.
I'm down a really dark rabbit hole.
Uh-oh.
I found a shipping of the YouTuber Dream, the Minecraft speedrunner, and Mr. Clean. I don't know how I got here, but I'm scared.
I can tell you exactly how you got here. You went
Why,
on
Google?
fanfiction. Yeah, you Googled Mr. Mucus fanfiction. And
I
now you're
did,
just
and
going to the next and next and next and seeing how far you can go.
I do.
I feel like
I want to
at
keep
the
going.
farther you go, the crazier it gets.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, to be honest, I haven't seen that much Mr. Mucus fan fiction though.
Larry, you might have to write some.
Yeah, come on, Lara. You could even do some impressions with that too.
Mr. Mucus walks into my home unannounced. Why is he here?
Mr. Mucus
But-
goes into the studio and announces that you're listening to 90.3 WMSC Upper Montclair.
Yeah, I just
Mr. Mucus
I stole
leans
it.
in.
I
Yeah,
did
he
the
s-
segue.
you
I'm
stole
sorry.
it.
Do
You
wanna-
stole
do you
it.
wanna do it?
no, that was great.
okay.
That was,
It's
you
okay.
saved it right there.
Okay.
That was awesome.
I agree. Yeah, that was pretty good. That's the best. Honestly,
Yep.
I think Danny should write the Mr. Mucus fan fiction. I
Yeah,
expect
Danny,
it
that was
next
No,
great.
week.
I
That
don't
was
wanna
great,
do that.
Danny.
I
I'm
expect
not
it next
contributing.
week here on the Morning Buzz. But yeah, thank you
Next
guys
week,
for
yeah.
listening. Thank you guys for joining me.
Thank
I
you
will hopefully
guys.
be in studio next week. I miss
miss
you
our
guys very
queen
much.
Yes, we need our queen bee.
I miss my bees. I really
We
We'll
do.
miss you.
We'll have to access the shadow realm.
Miss you
Yeah.
more. But you can catch us on Monday, same time, same place here on WMSC. Again, thanks for listening. Have a great start
Thank you.
to your day.
I love you,
good one.
Lara.
Have a good one.
Love you guys more. Bye.